morning, everybody. How are you? My goodness, by the skin of our teeth today. Good morning. How are you? Gemma's here somewhere on the phone.
Good morning.
Good morning. I'll put her there so that you can all hear her. How the devil are you? You have to excuse me. I've not stopped running around this morning. Today's make. This is the This is the first sample of it, and there's a few little eeks and tweaks that I am going to make. So this is made out of your beautiful boiled wool. We have got brand new Liberty fabrics for you today, which just go with it so beautifully. Look, all Liberty in there, gorgeous. Now I did this, look, and then you've got that on the back there. I did this with, I think it was H630 in the end. It was a thinner one. And so you can do it with, I'm going to show you it with Styleville. So if you want a soft, slouchy one, and I'm still looking for my snaps, to pop a snap in it, then you can. If you want to pop your D-rings on the side so you can make it into a lovely handbag, then you can. It's entirely up to you. So a very versatile bag, and you know what? If you bought the pattern for this, my 10-minute boiled wool wrap last week, this is made out of the leftover fabrics. So last week's make, and let me just show you this, was very quick and easy. Very quick and easy. And it was used 3.5 meters, so 1.5 meters of your very best boiled wool. Now, that then just goes through there, like so. Excuse me, I've got a coat on underneath, just realised. What has arrived now, that hadn't then, are some beautiful pin brooches. So on this strap bit here, you can put a feature pin and hold everything so that it doesn't slip through or undo or anything like that. It's got enough weight, but it just adds a little something extra. So let's take a little look. Just pop that. I've got a desk to come in behind me, so I've got somewhere to put stuff, but we are still getting ourselves sorted, so do bear with. Right, let me show you these. Now, Josh has been playing with cameras, which means that apparently I have got all sorts of zoomability. I know, this is terrifying for me. So let's see, shall we? I think that's number one. Oh, no. Oh. Let's just see. I don't know which camera I'm on. I think I can zoom in on this one, which is camera number 2. Come in, camera number 2. Oh, bear with me because I will get this right in a minute. Look, I can. He's given everything names and numbers and this and that, and I don't know what I'm doing. Does that show? Camera select. No, I can't get it to work. Josh! Which one is which? I don't know. Anyway, I can manually zoom in and out, so it's not a problem. No, I can't. It's not going to do anything with any camera. Excellent. There we go. No, it just helps if I get the right one. Okay, we're going to zoom in there so that I can show you these pins. Now, if you're someone that loves a wrap or a shawl, and I don't mean a wrap like, you know, hip-hoppity music, these are gorgeous because, look, you clip them either side. So if you like something wafty, Gemma's tapping away. Gemma,
sorry,
we like
mute.
We like a wafty thing, don't we? And
love a wafty.
Yeah, these are brilliant. So these, I got myself all confused. You've put the numbers around the wrong way for my head to work. I don't understand. I'm pinging on the wrong camera. It'll take a little bit.
To the left. Camera 2 is the one overhead.
I know, but I need to change that on there. It's all very confusing. Anyway, These are, so you hook them in. You clip them to either side and then you hook them in, which is very, very clever. I've got those in antique, or I've got antique silver in those. Excuse me, stretching. Which are really lovely. Josh has worked so hard, bless him, to get this studio up and together for me this weekend. And then I just stand there not understanding how to use it all. Going, doesn't work! It does work. It's user error, isn't it? As ever. And then these are costume jewellery pieces at costume jewellery prices. But look, if you love a bee, maybe you're from Manchester. It's the sign, isn't it, from Manchester?
Yeah.
That's as much of a Manchester accent as I can do. Did you even notice?
That was plenty.
That was enough, wasn't it? Before I just insult half of Manchester. There we go. I love the dragonfly. Look at that. It's so pretty. So pretty, so pretty. What else have we got? Oh yeah, before the dogs hear him. I love the stars as well. See how they shine? Gemma, who do they shine for?
Don't make me sing, because we will get into trouble with the copyright people.
I've got a lovely horse there as well. Which I just thought, I bought this one because I just thought, look, on that teal is particularly beautiful. Or if you wanted to pin it on the front of your bag. Look at that. It's rather lovely, isn't it? And then...
All the songs today, Natasha.
I know.
Father Ted, my lovely horse, wasn't it? When they did a song for Europe.
Oh my gosh. Yes, I'd forgotten.
You don't need me singing My Lovely Horse either.
I really don't. And yet that's now all that's in my head. Oh dear. What about a bird on a branch?
You're welcome.
Gemma, what about a bird on a branch? We love the bird on the branch, don't we?
I love the bird on the branch. It's beautiful.
But then
really
also,
beautiful.
What about an old school cagoule type thing? Made from a bit of bamboo. Meow bamboo. They just keep coming. Gemma, these songs just keep on coming. And then...
They do.
We've got... This is what's on the... It's one of those that's on the pearly... the one behind me. You've got sort of a goldy finish and a silvery finish with your pearls on there. Oops, I'll move all the others out of the way so you can actually see it. There you go. So they are, and I say, look guys, these are pocket money prices. They really are. But they're fun, you know, they're fun and they're pretty. And they're functional. I like a little bit of functional. And I got some there so that because what also dawned on me is that, what was that? Oh gosh, Gemma, what was that one that we did? Was it the Ascot scarf?
It was indeed.
Yeah, the Ascot scarf was another one. They were like, oh yes, yes, that's rather lovely. Now, and that would work really well with the boardwalk. And the Liberty, which I'm about to show you. I'm just going to bring them in. Bear with. Bear with, bear with. Oh no! I've knocked her over. Oh no! Get back up! Quick! Quick, quick! There we go. She looks slightly ruffled. I've got to take mine off. It's so warm. And I've got a coat on. Right, let's have a look then. Whew, at these Liberty fabrics. Now, we have done, if I do them like that, so you can see the bundle. Yeah, there are 9. There are 9 here. And they are insanely beautiful. I think we can all agree. Absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. So, how you wish to do it is entirely up to you. You might have one that you think is absolutely stunning, in which case we have got them on an introductory price of $8.79, I want to say. I'm going to say $8.79. There we go, there we go. We're good with our prices, we're very good. Now, if you want a fat quarter of them all because they're beautiful, you can go for that. And Gemma, how much is a fat quarter bundle of all of these beauties?
Bear with me, I am in the half-metery screen, which gives everyone a little bit of a heads up that that's coming as well.
Do you know what? I'm just wondering if... I'm having a play. Guys, bear with me, because I am going to have a little play here and just see which ones I can... which camera angles I can swap to give you... Oh, look at that! To give
So
you the
Natasha,
best
these
effect.
9 are your picks, aren't they?
They are my picks because, you know, sometimes they come in massive, massive, massive collections and there might not be, you know, we might not have a pocket for all of them, but sometimes oh, hello. Oh, so Josh has been changing
for 9 fat quarters, Natasha.
Yeah.
Which we will beautifully cut and fold for you.
Yeah.
$44.99.
That's not bad, is it?
It's not bad, but it's not the best deal today, is it?
It's not, but I'm just showing everyone. Just having a little play, Gemma.
Oh, I don't blame you.
Now, the best deal is a 9 half-metre bundle.
It is.
Which should be, how much, Gemma?
It should be £88.11.
Mm-hmm. But they're not
We're
going to
putting
pay
out
that,
at
are they?
$62.99.
Wow.
So it's
hang
only
on,
£18 more than getting you fat quarter bundle.
How much more than your fat quarter bundle?
Sorry, darling?
How much more than your fat quarter bundle?
£18.
£18. So
To
for
double your fabric.
£18, you double your fabric. So you're effectively paying £2 per fat quarter for the other fat quarters.
Madness.
That's insane, isn't it?
Yeah.
But there it is. They're so pretty, aren't they? It's a really, really pretty nostalgic collection, this one. Ever so pretty. I think it's Liberty back doing what Liberty does best.
It's just timeless, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. And it's one of those things that you look at and you go, well, that could only be Liberty.
Yeah, it is just unquestionably Liberty, isn't it?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So,
And these are so useful, so adaptable as well. Jane loves these for her quilting.
well, the thing is, right, so just... We'll have a little look, because this is sort of your blues and your greens to start off with, right? And these are nearly half of them, so they're 5. But if we just have a little look at these, you have got a variation in print size, a variation in tone, and a variation in colour. So you've got your mids, your lights, your mediums and your darks, and your small, your medium and your large prints. That is what every quilter needs. I'm sorry if you can hear Gemma tapping. It's been quite a busy one today. Now this one, oh Gemma, this one works so well with the terracotta boiled wool. Just going to bring that in. Look at that! How incredibly beautiful is that? Now the others, the first ones that I showed you work beautifully with the duck egg and the teal. But if we just have a look at these. So if you want a massive saving on 9 half meters of Liberty, then you go for it.
It's more than £25 off the recommended retail price in that bundle.
I know, and it is only on that bundle. Gemma, I'm just enjoying how well this terracotta goes. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? So you've got almost sort of 2 colourways, but because it's from the same collection, it's still going to work really beautifully. really beautifully. Because look, those, I think we can all agree, absolutely stunning. How great is that close up? Like a massive thank you to Josh. He has worked so hard. And it's only user error, that means I have no clue what I'm actually doing. But let's show you here. Because that you've sort of got those colourways together. Oop. And then, oof, crikey. These ones here, but you can see they work as a complete bundle. Aren't they very gorgeous? Very gorgeous. And if I just let those sort of fall naturally there. I've shown you the terracotta with these. Because you see this blue is in here, it's in here, it's in here. So of course you can mix these blues with it. And this green is in here, is in here. You've got it across the board. It's going to work beautifully. Let me show you the duck egg. Because you've got an option with your duck egg there. Gemma, what shall I go for, do you think? Is there enough for me to go terracotta?
Honestly, I was pressing that mute button then. I couldn't get it to unmute. I didn't want you to have to listen to my tapping.
That's your teal that would work.
Are we looking at the let me see, boiled wool? Can't be having you use all the stock, you see.
No, I know.
You can have terracotta if you wish.
Have I got enough? Because I need to leave something for other people.
Yeah, there's enough. See, I can't wait to get over there because I know I'm going to go diving straight into the cornflower, the duck egg and the navy.
Well, do you know what?
We're pretty much out of teal.
Are we?
But those three have been winking at me.
I made a massive error last week, Gemma. And I never showed everyone the duck egg, the cornflower.
You're joking.
No, I know. That's why we've still got some left. Because I never showed everyone. But look, isn't that pretty with it?
I do think I need to make the cornflower into a boiled wool wrap for my mum. It would suit her so well.
Oh,
and the duck egg, they both look beautiful on her.
It is so pretty. Look at that.
And such a quick make as well. I've just watched you make it and went, oh my gosh, this is the perfect Christmas gift make. It's stunning.
Well, that's just it. So let me pull this one that's got all the greens and all the blues in there. That's not the best light to show you that. Hang on. Let me flip this over to another angle and see what we can do there. There. Look at those two together. Aren't they pretty? Just so pretty. So this is the cornflower. This is the one that I totally forgot to bring in. So that's the cornflower. Shall I show you the navy?
Yes, please.
And also, was it? Oh, the heather. I didn't show anyone the heather either. Do you reckon you could get away with navy with this one? Navy goes with everything, doesn't it?
It really does.
Look at that.
I love navy. I wear a lot of navy.
But look, you really could bring in all these different colours and just highlight. I think, do you know what it was? I think I got so excited about the Kaufman going so beautifully with those autumnal shades. I got overexcited and completely forgot to bring in the other ones. And then, oh, hang on, let me show you the heather. Hang on. Bear with.
I think we can forgive you. Kaufman's enough to turn most people's heads, to be fair.
I'll be honest with you, when the Kaufman arrived, I got so excited I burnt my dinner and nearly set fire to everything. I did.
Which is the most you thing ever.
I know, because I started going, oh, we could do this and we could do that and we could match this with this and that with that, because we've got more Kaufman this week. So I was pretty ridiculous. So yeah, this is the heather, which doesn't really go with today's fabrics, but as a standalone fabric is very, 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 very beautiful. Now,
she is a beauty.
What I need to see is, and I don't know if I can, I'm just seeing if I can do a thing, Jem. And I may not be able to.
Why not?
Because last week I did a thing. Oh, I'm just going to have to change the things over so I can actually see what I'm doing, because I don't know where I am. Look at this. If I move this over for you, so oh no, not that far. The tracky bum's in the way. Can I show you? There it is. That's the shot I wanted to get. Look at that, Gemma. Just look at that. Have you seen that bird and that pumpkin?
Stunning, isn't it?
That is our panel for tomorrow. This is tomorrow's show, everybody. Give me a little heads up.
Gorgeous, isn't it?
So for those of you that started with those Kaufmans last week, look at that.
They're going to go perfectly with this.
Aren't they? Aren't they? So
it looks so nice made up.
And you know what? I am so excited that I can just swing stuff around and show you. It's very, very clever. It's very clever. It's obviously not me. I didn't put it together. But, ooh, the heather and that pink together. That's rather lovely, isn't it? So they are the boiled wools. These are the Liberties. If you want, what did we say? More than £25 off all 9 Liberties, then go for it. We will do you these little deals. Little deals? It's a mega deal. What am I saying? It's a mega deal. We will do these for you as and when we can. I'm going to have to take my chambrays off there and my whale, who's still sneaking on the set. I love that whale. I really love that whale, and I'm going to try and put some of these up there. Let's have a look, shall we? We've got so much fabric in, it's beautiful. There you go. So yeah, if you would like to get your hands on these, then please do make the most of these deals. Is
Natasha?
Yes.
Yes, Anne is on the comments, and she chose the heather off the web, she says, and is so glad she did when she sees it in real life.
Yeah, I'm just so sorry. I completely just forgot. I'm going to have to put these out the side. Hang on.
Poor Julia says she's got a choice to make. Difficult, isn't it? Choosing's always the hardest part.
It is, because you don't want remorse.
No, remorse is way worse. Way worse than, oh dear, did I really buy all of that?
It really is. It really is. But, you know. No.
Also, I'm just going to quickly tell you that lovely Blodwin is with us on YouTube. Says, good morning, Natasha, from a sunny and windy Devon.
Oh, lovely.
And Cynthia says, greetings, such a nice wrap. It really is.
It really is. It really is. I'm having one of those mornings where I spent most of the weekend either fulfilling orders to try and get us ahead again, or at least caught up. And again, a massive thank you to you for bearing with us. And the honesty of the situation is, you might get your most recent orders first because it's new fabric in. We can lay our hands on it more easily because we're still sorting out the warehouse. So don't worry, we haven't forgotten your older orders. It's just we can lay our hands on these and get these out to you ASAP. So Please don't think we've forgotten your other orders. We haven't. We absolutely haven't. They will still be coming to you. Oh, Gemma, I've had a bit of an accident with my...
Oh?
Yeah. With my creative grid.
Uh-oh.
Stood on my Big Easy, didn't I?
Oh, no.
Yeah, I've cracked it.
What a nana.
I know. I've had... do you know what? I've had creative grids for so many years, and I have never, ever... They've travelled the world with me. The world. It's a bit of an exaggeration, isn't it? The country... My world. They've travelled my world with me. And
let's just see. No data showing on YouTube, says SJ.
will we catch up? Do you think?
Not sure. This is looking like a stream key issue, maybe.
Oh no.
Leave that with me. Let SJ and I have a quick...
Well, shall I just carry on? Will I just carry on?
Oh no, we are back. SJ is telling us we are back. Hooray!
Yay!
Sorry about the interference, everyone.
Well, we're very sorry. We didn't know what happened then. Sally got all excited about her Kaufmann's.
I came too close to the equipment.
And that was... Oh yeah, forget you make stuff. Stop, don't you?
I'm walking away.
We don't put Sally anywhere near a printer because every time she says she breaks it. So, yeah. Walk away from the equipment. Bye, Sam.
Does she repel technology?
She does repel technology.
I did over the weekend.
Oh, did you want that microwave, by the way, Gemma?
No, I've got another one arriving Wednesday. Just to put everyone in the picture, my air fryer and my microwave and actually part of my telly all broke within 24 hours.
No.
But there were power cuts and surges, and we're in a village.
Can you
So,
claim on
I
your
don't know.
insurance
I
for
feel
that?
like someone at National Grid needs to have a word.
Can you claim on your insurance for that?
I very much doubt it.
Well, my mum and dad
Anyway.
did when the house got struck by lightning when I was house sitting.
No.
They claimed because they had an electric arger that didn't want to arg anymore.
Doesn't want to argue.
It didn't want to arg anymore. It really didn't. It did not wish to
I don't
arg.
think I can blame the power cuts and surges, to be honest. The microwave is broken, but the other two were being awkward in different ways that I don't think can be a power surge situation, unless
Well,
it's just blown a specific component part.
I do have a spare microwave if you would like one.
Bless
like I
you,
said.
that's the one I've got sorted. So,
Okay.
no, we're all good.
All right.
Thanks.
It's all right. Just
I love that you've got a spare microwave.
bear with us, everybody, whilst we just sort out our domestic needs and requirements here. Yeah, I do have a spare microwave. Well, you see, Josh and I both had a microwave, and when we came together, there was a spare. That's how it goes. We are going to use these, which are hexiforms. If you've not used them before, they are really, really beautiful and very easy to use. They're like putting a piece of interfacing in. This is what the flap, that's the word, is going to be. Oh, way up. Sally's back. If you lose us our stream again, Sally, there'll be trouble. And we're going to sew them together. Oh, look at that on the terracotta. That is lush. So, Jane has sewn those together for me whilst I went on the school run and dealt with a supplier this morning who wanted to come and show me his wares. Just as a little heads up, next year's Tilda is beautiful. I've just ordered all of it. Can't help myself. So you'll put this fluffy side down on the back of your fabric and cut. I tend to cut 3/4, if no, not 3/4, 3/8, if not a half inch, all the way round. Okay, and it just means that. Go with this one. Here we go. Now, this is where you will then get your sew-line glue pen or equivalent. Now, I got really overexcited when I found my sew-line glue pen from the move and then opened it to find oh, there's no glue left in there. I've finished using it all up. So hence why I've got ahead with it. So what you would do, and I might be able to eke just the tiniest bit out, is you would run a little line of glue right up against that line and then fold it over, turn, do the same along there and turn. If you do not have a sew-line glue pen, I did mine with quilters wash away tape this morning. Okay, so you will then end up with these. Now when you want to sew these together, you can put them right sides together and then just whip stitch, just catching. If you go into this part of it, you'll feel a little bit of resistance and you've kind of gone a little bit too far. It means that your stitch will show. But if you just catch just the liberty, it'll go in much easier. So you're literally just catching a thread all the way along. Oh, let me see if I can show you that on a super duper close-up. I might manage that on a super duper close-up. Who knows? Yeah, look. There you go. I reckon that I can come in even closer. Look at that. So if you just have a little look there, you can see that that has just been whip stitched along the top, and then you can barely see any stitches there. Now the other way to do it is to put a zigzag stitch on, and in the ingredients, in the pattern, not ingredients, we're not cooking, you would put that in the middle and then you would zigzag your stitch down. So if you don't want to hand stitch, that's absolutely fine. You don't have to, okay? There is no pressure on you there to hand stitch at all. At all, at all, at all. Now, let's take a little bit of this, shall we? So we're going to back our flap with boiled wool. Bear with. Now, you can pop that directly onto there, pin in place, and then you can just sew all the way around there, top stitch it in place and then cut it back. You can do that, or the alternative is to put some heat and bond onto there so that you know that the whole thing's going to be bonded before you go. Now the beautiful thing, of course, about our boiled wool is that there's no fray. So it doesn't matter which way you go with this, there is absolutely no fray whatsoever. So if you want to just pin it, then you can. Otherwise, and I did this on my first one, you can pop heat and bond onto, well, it doesn't matter really, you can do it on onto either side. I did it onto the boiled wool because I was just seeing if it worked, and it really does work. There we go, okay, and so one more pin there, and I'm just going to top stitch, around, okay, and then we can just trim that back, which will be a beautiful thing, very beautiful thing. So I'm going around with 1/8 of an inch. Now it won't fray, but if you have put down your heat and bond, then you wouldn't have to pin, and you won't have any separation at the ends. So that's the advantage of that, you know, at the sides. but this is to show that you don't have to. But it's far easier to do it this way round than to try and cut it to size and then try and do it. So much easier to do it this way. You could whip stitch these together. That is your other option. If you wanted to, if you love a bit of hand sewing, then that will work a treat. Or you could even blanket stitch. I'm thinking bucket stitch, but it's not a bucket stitch, it's a blanket stitch. I've been reading way too much Charlie Bucket with the kids. That's why I've got buckets on my brain. And so now you're going to go in and cut as close as you can to the edge. But you don't want to be so close that you're going to cut through your fabric. So just use a nice sharp pair of scissors. It's got one of those really satisfying snippy sounds, this board wool, when you cut it. I do like it. And all of these little things can be used because they work brilliantly in a plique. And there we go. There we go. So we've got this situation going on, which is rather lovely. Now I'm going to cut my Styleville to start off with. Oh, see, I always get the scraps. That's been trodden on. Brilliant. I know, honestly, I never get like a fresh piece cut off the roll or anything like that. I always get a bit that's, you know, been the first bit off a roll, or someone's trodden on it or something. That's generally what I get. Yeah, you see, there's the sad times. That's where I've stood on my big easy to get some more in, won't I? That makes me so sad, so sad, so sad. Now, if you are happy to have a softer finish, then go with, I would have gone with H640. I thought I was using H640. It was only once I'd got going with it I realised I'd actually cut H630, which is thinner. Just trim that up, like so. And then trim that back. Now what I would suggest is, ooh, that's just a squidge too short. I'll just make this one shorter to match. Like I say, with our instructions, do you know, this is where I'll just take it like half an inch shorter and then be like, oh yes, actually I much prefer it that shorter. We will, with these, take off a little square. Off each corner. Just like that. Tommy Cooper of mincemeat. Just like that. And then what I would possibly suggest you do with the boiled wool is we will steam it onto here, but I would cut it to size afterwards. So cut yourself a piece, you know, that's there or thereabouts for sure. But do you remember with the there's going to be any shrinkage? I don't think there's a lot, but with things like the tapestries, sometimes if you're worried and you've not tried a fabric that much before, you're not quite sure what, then just cut it a little bit bigger and then you can always trim it back afterwards, because the starvo ain't going to change shape. Like, that's the size it is now, that's it. So I can put that onto my desk. Now, whether or not I can remember which way round. Ah, look at this. I tell you what, that boy has given me all the angles. Look at that. There we go. So, I'm going to pop that on our pressing mat there. You don't have to press directly onto it, but just give it a little bit of steam. And that activates. I'm just sort of hovering, not giving it too much pressure. And you can see that's adhered nicely. Do you ever do that? I did that this morning. I was merrily trying to adhere something. It's like, well, it's on the wrong side. There we go. Okay, so back as we were. There we go. And then you can trim those back. You can do it with a ruler, you can do it with your scissors. It's entirely up to you, really. There we go, and then just snip into these bits at the side there. So you've got lots of lovely scraps left over with this project, but you can see this is going to look really, really, really lovely by the time that is on like that. And I think, you know, again, having looked at the finished that, I'm going to pull that over a little bit more further down than I did last time. But again, we make these adjustments. This is why we make samples. What you're seeing is a sample version number 1, where I go, right, okay, actually, probably could do with, for my preference, and again, it's not going to be everybody else's, for my preference, I want that to be a little bit firmer. I'm going to have to get some more rulers. That's so annoying, it's right on the bit that I use the most. I'm so sad about that. Creative grids are so robust, but unfortunately, as I was clearing and tidying and doing, it was across 2 different mats on the floor, and I just didn't see it, and I stood on it and I heard a crunch and sort of went, oh crikey, no, I hope that's not what I think it is. And of course it absolutely was. It absolutely was. So yeah, more fool me. There we go. So that's our 2 outside pieces. And you can start to decide how you want this to look. Now I will pop in my instructions. You see, this is it. If you use heat and bond, then you won't get that bagginess, but that doesn't worry me. But it's that personal preference. So how much do you want to see? I wouldn't take it much past there, because you think about it, that's going to be, but I do want to see that. And so if I've got that there, then I can make that placement there. So what we're looking at is having this inline from about an inch depth on the back there. Just there. Okay, and we can place that centrally. There we go. And we know that that's going to be an inch there and an inch there. And you can pin that in place. And there. And then I'm going to stitch just along there, because in a minute I'm going to fold that back and I'm going to need to sew along there. Okay, so let's just sew the back of this on just there. Ooh. Now that means I have got to change the angle again. Do you know what? I'm getting whizzy with this. When I actually learn where everything is, this is going to be brilliant. It's not true, Sal, what they say about old dogs and new tricks. This old dog is learning some new tricks.
Well, we're not old dogs.
We're not old dogs.
Not yet.
Okay. When I first invested in cameras for Natasha Makes, after Sewing Quarter, we were made redundant from Sewing Quarter, I just the thought of having to flick between 3 cameras whilst talking and everything else was mind-blowing for me. And so I was like, I'll just have 3 cameras and we'll just switch between them and that will be fine. I didn't think for a second that I would ever get to the stage where I was like, and now we can zoom in, basically produce and direct at the same time. It's very cool. It's very cool indeed. So we've got that, but we've not sewn it all the way up to the top, because what we're going to do now, oh, but how lush is this? Oh, it's going to look so nice. Where's my other piece? Just so I can just enjoy that a little bit more. Look at that. Oh, it's pretty. It's really pretty. Right, let's cut some lining fabric, shall we? If you have gone for... We lost Gemma. We lost her as well. She's gone very quiet. Oh, no, you're still there?
Listening in.
Ah. So where's she gone? Where's she gone? So again, you can either cut it from scratch or, you see, look, conveniently, that is the width of a fat quarter, which is no accident there, Gemma. No happy accidents here. All very well thought out and planned. I promise.
Method in the madness.
I mean, there's a lot of madness. I'm not going to lie right now. Quite a lot of madness. Where is my pen? Anyone? Anyone? I mean, I've got all the pens in all the world, but not the one I want. However, I will just square up this fabric. And take the squares off the bottom. Gemma, is anybody with us today? Has anybody said hello?
They most certainly are, because they were able to report on our little glitch earlier. Bless them, they're very helpful.
Thank you, helpful people.
We do like a helpful person, and we have many of them, aren't we lucky?
Would it be wrong to use my duck pen? Oh, I love my duck pen. It's not a fabric marker, but it's a duck, so that makes me very happy. Just going to use that. Ah, Dave the duck has finally moved. And his little friends, they came across at the weekend. Which makes
Have they got a Duckingham Palace now?
The Duckingham Palace is getting there. They don't have their full massive paddling pool on the go yet. They've got more, one of those, you know, those sandpit shells?
Lovely.
Well, I mean, they're clearly not impressed and refused to come out for the first day. They were like, nope. Nope.
Where is our usual pool?
You moved our cheese.
We have expectations.
I tell you what, yeah, they do. They're quite judgy, these ducks. Let me just square this off. They really are.
They've just been raised to a certain standard.
They are
accustomed to a certain standard of living.
Little devils. That's what they are.
They're lovely.
Josh reckons he disturbed a badger last night.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm rummaging in the undergrowth, which I know we've got a badger set because I've seen the badger latrine at the top of the field. And a little badger, there's a little track, which I thought was deer to start off with until I saw that it went under a gate. And I was like, no, deer would go over the top. And so then I followed the track, kept me like Bear Grylls.
Challenge Annika.
I nearly said Bear Tash, but that would just be horrible.
That would be Natasha Makes After Dark.
No one needs that. Crikey.
I'm going to say, I'm not sure how much business we'd get.
No, very little. Very, very, very little. Not with our demographic. It'd be crikey, lady. Put that away. Anyway, so yes. Yeah. I think that we have got... By the way, you can sew these together beforehand, which is easier. It's just that I hadn't got it cut and I was excited to sew that on. So, but we are just going to top stitch along there and do the same with this one as well. Exciting times. And I can zoom in on my new angles. Oh, how exciting. Look at that.
You're like a kid at Christmas.
It's one of those things. It's kind of feel the fear and do it anyway. I am totally out of my depth. I was not one of these people that could pat their tummy and scratch their head or whatever it was. No, was it circles on your tummy and pat your head at the same time? Like I couldn't.
Something like that, wasn't it? Yeah. No, the techie. You've not been a techie.
Absolutely, there is no techie ability here. I was going to say there's no techie in me, but that again sounds like another show for another day.
It really does.
Dark, so we'll stop with
Definitely
that as well.
not. We will.
Yeah. The wrong
Before we get ourselves into trouble.
just keep coming out today. So as you can see, it's not the end of the world if you put your flap on first. It isn't getting any better, is it?
Nope.
Sally's just mouthing to me, stop now.
Oh, really? She's quite new. We can forgive it.
Oh dear. Soz everyone. So sorry. Sorry. Brain does not know what the mouth is saying. Right.
Well, it just doesn't catch up quickly enough, does it?
Really doesn't. You can give this a little press, by the way. Press your fabrics across. Are you guys enjoying the discount? I mean, because it's a good one, right?
It's a great one, isn't it?
It's a great one. Like, if you are someone that's sitting there umming and ahhing, not knowing which one to get, all of them, because you can, because you're getting 25 quid off, or is it more than that? I can't remember.
It's just over 25 quid off. It's nuts.
Silly, isn't it? It is
craziness.
silly. Yeah.
Oh, Karen's with us.
Hi, Karen.
She says, it's like having Big Brother brackets sister in the house.
Big brothers.
I'll take a big brother role.
Oh. Oh,
yes, Megan says we're all present and correct, Tash.
Oh, well done, thanks. The thought of having to actually look on Facebook and have my remote control and everything else is too much.
It's a bit much, isn't it?
It's too much for me today. I can't do it all.
It's a bit beyond your professional
my mental
capabilities when it comes to tech.
Yeah. It's not going to
And Graham's asking, did you get a full parliamentary expense for Duckingham Palace?
Well, you know, obviously, given that Dave features on some of our patterns, he is a marketing expense.
Yes, he can be qualified as such.
Sally and I went roller skating, didn't we, on Saturday, Sal? We went roller skating, and Sally afterward messaged me. She said, "Do you have a pattern by any chance for a bum bag? Because I think I might need one when I'm roller skating." I'm like, "Do I? Absolutely, yeah. I do." Ecky thump, yes, with Dave hanging out of it, because that was why we made our bum bag in the first place. Was for Dave.
That makes it sound like this is an enormous bum bag because he is a big old duck, but he wasn't always, Sally. Once upon a time, he was a tiny little duckling.
He was a tiny little duckling. Well, this is how I met Sally. Sally's one of the mums from work who happens to be fabulously arty and fabricy. And it was the day that I went to pick up the kids from Cookery Club with Dave in my bum bag that I just made him that morning. One of our other friends stopped me and said, "Is that a duck in your bum bag?"
Is that a duck in your pocket, or are you just pleased to see me?
Right? To which point I had to admit, yes, I had a duck in my bum bag. And at this point, I was still the new mum. I was still the mum that got curious looks on the school run because we'd started a little bit late. I don't think that's
changed, Tash.
Well, now I get them for different reasons. Now I get them because they know me.
Exactly.
But at that point, they didn't know me. So, yeah.
You were just the woman with a duckling in a pouch.
Just duckling in a bum bag. There's nothing wrong with having a duckling in a bum bag. Honestly, nothing wrong with it. Dave loved it. It was the only way that Dave would stop crying, wasn't it?
Oh, he was so noisy. So noisy, so needy. And we just, he had lots of mummies. We would carry him around in the bum bag. It was either that or he was going to get popped in someone's bra, I mean.
Which probably Dave would have loved, let's be honest.
Yes.
But it's not always possible. Dave. Good old Dave. He's a lot of duck these days.
He's a big old duck now.
He's a big old unit. Yeah.
But he did used to fit in the bum bag.
He did used to fit in the bum bag. Not for long.
Joe's reassuring us most of us are here for the extras, Tash. Goodo.
I don't know.
I'm
if
entirely
that's
sure as that's what pays the bills, but thanks for
terrifying
joining.
or reassuring. I actually don't know right now. I have no
No.
idea. You know, I wish I had got that would be really useful right now. And I'm just going to slide around the side of the desk, see if I've got it. And that's my seam gauge.
Oh.
Well, I don't quite know where it is, like most things.
But, you know, this space will be... It's always the same with a new space, isn't it? Being able to put your hand on things, but you will.
Well, and also, Josh, bless him, he's been setting up the studio. And so there have been wires everywhere. And I haven't been able to get at... So I haven't been able to sort of unpack my bits of the studio.
No.
Without fear of upsetting everything everywhere. But now all the wires are nice and neatly tidied away. I can't find it. I'm just going to go for a slightly wider seam allowance. And we'll just do that. We will just do that, and it will be fine. Yeah, I mean, if you could come for the extras and still buy stuff, that would help.
Lovely.
You know.
Yeah. That would be the ideal there, wouldn't
Because
it?
we are giving you insanely good prices.
We are.
We are.
Keep us on your screens a while longer, wouldn't it?
Well, yeah, and the wolf from the door and Dave in layers
all
mash
of that.
and all that kind of stuff. Which always seems strange that he has layers mash, given that he's never going to lay anything in his life, bless him. So you can leave your turning through gap in the bottom or along the side of your lining. I am going to do my newfound favourite thing of just swinging this around, because it does make boxing the bottoms a lot easier. I'm going to leave my turning through gap in the base of this one just for ease. Gemma, have you tried this technique for boxing the bottoms?
I haven't yet,
It's a goodie.
but I will.
It is a goodie.
Well, it looks good. When I was typing up, I was like, hey, what? Hang on.
What is this witchcraft? Do you know what?
Well, exactly.
There
but
were
I like
a
it.
few videos going around with, I saw various different versions of it, and everyone kept tagging me in them, going, Tash, can you show us how to do this? Can you show us how to do that? I'm like, hang on, this makes a lot of sense. And it's not as easy to do
Well, that's
with
the
your
thing,
layers
isn't
of
it? You know,
Starville. You can do it a bit. You can see that's caught it a little bit, but it just means that it's there or thereabouts. By the way, when you're going through a couple of layers of Starville, if you want to, do feel free to increase your stitch length, because that depth is taken up by the squidginess, density, shall we say, of the fabrics. So then what we have is this, you see. So then you can separate them really easily, and they're already there, wanting to go together. Isn't that clever?
So clever.
So clever.
So clever.
Now what I would say to you is, don't sew right to the end of your Styleville. Leave like a little bit still. So on the other one, let's just check, oh hang on, always check you have just caught it, I haven't quite caught it the other side there. Yeah, so
Laura says, I love that corner base technique.
So here I didn't leave the needle down actually in the fabric, so it just pulled it. So, but it's still giving me a bit of a helping hand there. And when you come to sew it together, put your foot on, a couple of stitches forward and then reverse off the back.
Makes such a difference, doesn't it?
Just little things make all the difference.
Yeah.
And then I would always just Just check you've caught everything on the other side. Yes, I have. Happy days. I'm also hoping I haven't just caught and sewn through the lid, the flap. Oh, that's why it's
Oh,
not doing it.
Tash, one of our viewers has shared a very cute duck-related story on YouTube.
Share.
Yeah, Deborah says, my husband's name is Donald. We've been together 46 years and his mates have called us Mr. and Mrs. Duck.
Oh, that's brilliant. When I was little, I had a big I loved Donald Duck. He was my favourite character. And my mum and dad bought me a massive inflatable Donald Duck for my 2nd birthday.
Aww.
It did not last long because I grew up with Great Danes. And one of them, Magnus, may or may not have decided to grab hold of it, thinking it was just a large Great Dane-sized toy, and career around the garden with it.
No.
Yes.
Oh, there are tears.
There were tears. There were so many tears because that was my favourite gift.
Aww.
Just gutted. So you can already
We
see.
don't forget these things.
Never. Absolutely never. I'm hoping I didn't. Ah, good. No, sad times. Very sad times. So I'm not going to lie. When I looked at the measurements for all of this, I did it so that you could get it out of that 10-inch strip you cut from your wrap, so that you could have a matching bag to go with your wrap, and you can use up your scraps. It just so happens, well, it might be that you bought those beautiful Kaufmans, and we've got more of those on the way. Now you can sew up your turning through gap, and this is where you need to decide: are you going to leave a faux edge or not? It's entirely up to you, because you're going to top stitch around, and again that's another reason why we haven't sewn right the way up to the top with that lid. So I'm going to top stitch so that there isn't any, because actually for me, I don't want to detract. Let me just pull that down like that. I don't want to detract from just the beauty of the flap. This isn't getting any better, is it? Yeah. So I'm just going to sew around there. But it's up to you. You might want to leave a little bit there, but we're going to top stitch all the way around. Mr. and Mrs. Duck. I like that. I'd be very happy
I
to be
do.
Mr. and Mrs. Duck.
Well, if your name's Donald, you just it's going to happen, isn't it?
I think so. Yeah.
Everyone's going to do that. Pauline tells us that you can get a duck advent calendar at the Works this year.
What?
I know. Does this mean 4 ducks or a duck-themed
no. Hang
one,
on.
Pauline? Can you just elaborate on that? And say if it is 4 ducks, that does seem a little bit niche.
I mean, Dave would be happy with... Hang on. Let me actually put this under the foot. Dave, what would Dave be happy with? Dave would be happy with mealworms.
Yes.
Mealworms. What else would he like? Mealworms. They are his favourite treat. And melon.
Yeah.
Melon is possibly his most favourite thing in the entire world.
Watermelon or melony melon?
He doesn't mind. He quite likes a honeydew. Watermelon looks like he's had some sort of vicious attack occur
I was
on
wondering
him,
this because he's white.
He is very white, and watermelon is very red. And
yes.
So yeah. So I always need to know if he's having melon, especially watermelon, so that I don't try and call a vet. Yeah. And the baby duck.
Pauline's updated us.
On what?
It is a Bath Duck Advent Calendar.
Amazing. Well, you know where we're all going, don't you? After the show. Do you know, the Works has always been one of my favourite places, from just because of the amount of oil paints and stuff like that.
paints and books and all
Do you
manner of
remember,
things.
Gemma, the one they used to have on Waterside in Stratford?
Yes,
Oh.
it's huge.
I used to skive off school. I had the worst attendancy record in my sixth form. Don't tell my mum.
You and me both, love.
I know.
Look where it got us.
I know. Whoops.
Sorry, mums.
Soz mums. We should have actually gone.
Sure.
Yeah, I just used to go and, well, we just used to hang out around Stratford, didn't we? And yeah, but the works was always somewhere you find, because I was doing my first round of A levels, I did art and then changed to maths, physics and biology. But first round there was definitely art in there.
You were just picking up supplies, weren't you?
I was like this trip that me and my arty friends decided to take to Slimbridge to go and look at the ducks there. That was research for an art project. Yep. You can see where we're going with all this, can't you?
Yep.
I'm going to sort that turning through gap. Yeah, so ducks have always played quite a large part in my life. There's a photo of me as a 7-year-old sat on with a duck in my lap. A duckling, because we got...
That's a beautiful photo.
We got ducklings. It's the only time that I can ever see Emily and me at all.
So you look like Freddie and Emily rolled into one in that picture.
And I'll find it and share it for you later on Facebook. So there's me looking like Freddie and Emily, and I've got a duck on my lap. That was my first ducklings I had from Mrs. Cottingham at school. And what happened then? Yeah, and there's there's Emily, our Great Dane's head, coming in because she just loved the ducks. And I was like, nothing's really changed, has it? As I watch Emily reading the dogs her bedtime story. No, nothing's changed. You know, with a duck.
The apples do not fall far from the tree.
They do not. Oh, I made a delicious crumble out of the apples that have fallen from our tree. There we go. So you can then pop your popper on there. Pop your popper on there. And then, you know the D-ring screws for the side? Pop those in there. And had I got all of my hardware, I would be doing this to show you. Which would then mean that you can get yourself a very fabulous chain and make it into a over the shoulder situation. We do
Natasha, I am still here, but I'm going to go on mute for a moment, for there is a small dachshund who's about to start snoring very loudly.
Oh no!
I'm too kind to shut her up or move her. I will move myself. I'm going to mute first, so we don't get a horrible,
hey Gemma, look,
if you
wanted a chunkier chain, we do have a chunkier chain. It's got a heart on the end of it, but if you did want a chunkier chain, then we do have. That's quite nice with that, actually, isn't it? So there you go. These are your options. My next step, so that I can just finish off on my instructions for you, is to actually find my hardware so that I can take the photos and put those hardware bits in. So there we go, everybody. Thank you for bearing with whilst I absolutely slum it in my tracksuit bottoms. Fresh off the school run and meetings with suppliers and everything else. Thank you ever so much for joining us. Tomorrow, Jane... I
like to think of it as relaxed sewing, Tash.
Oh, yes, the relaxed sewing look. And then
that's what it is.
That is Jane's tomorrow, isn't it beautiful? Isn't
stunning.
That just beautiful? All Kaufmann's. And these are the most incredible outlines of leaves, gold outlined leaves on the most incredible autumnal colours. So that is not to be missed, because that is an absolute stunner. Grab yourselves your little pins for your wraps, and then with what you've got left over... Oh, actually, I quite like that with the contrast. Oh, Gemma, hang on. I've put a cat amongst the pigeons now.
You're tormenting yourself again.
Well, yeah, but I know, but look. Yeah, but no, but.
Yeah, but no, but.
Yeah, but no, but. Yeah, but no,
yeah, but no, but.
I'm just styling her.
Literally. Look. Straight out your mouth. Yeah, but no, but.
Yeah, but no, because look, that Liberty is
Yeah,
all
but
the
no.
colours of the teal. Oh, Gemma! And then you see, if you wanted to put that chain on it, the chunkier chain, that don't feel like I could ever be a personal shopper, but there you go. Look at that. Gorgeous, that is. Just gorgeous.
Absolutely.
I mean, there it is. Make the most of it. I've already had an order for this one. I've had a request for it. So it looks like I'm getting to keep the pink one. And yes, this is going to wend its way to a lovely
You
new
know
home.
it makes a winner when you get requests early doors.
I know, right? I know. So
Natasha, Laura says, love the bag. Might make it with my different colour water resistant canvas.
oh, why not? I mean, I've only made it with boiled
Nice.
wool because I've got the boiled wool here and it works so beautifully with the Liberty, and the Liberty is gorgeous. I could have done it with the Kaufman if you bought the Kaufman from last week. If you buy the Kaufman tomorrow, that's going to work if you've gone with the terracotta. Actually, how versatile is this terracotta? Because these are peachy terracotta colours. Oh, yeah. There we go. You'd have it more as an arm thing, wouldn't you? I'm going to stop doing that because I'm making an absolute mess of it. Right, Jane is going to be very professional tomorrow to make up for me not being so professional today. Thank you ever so much for joining us. Thank you very much to Josh for managing to put this incredible studio together for us. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you, Gemma. Thank you, SJ. Thank you, Sally. And also to Jane. And I will see you tomorrow. Take care. Lots of love. Bye-bye.
Bye.